Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaudavani Chaturine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashtadishatarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaudavani Chaturine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Bhagavad Gita as it is, ki go to Premanande. Oh yeah.
I think it's some gloves fucking messing with you guys, Steve.
Sparring with the material energy.
Nah, it's physical, bro. My hands are red.
Got another one here. Alright, welcome everyone to another daily reading, broadcasting live from Athens Krishna House. We have the illustrious, stalwart, Bhakta Adam. The also illustrious, Bhakta Abai. And we have Kana. Thank you for being here. And today we're picking up where we left off on chapter 11, text 12. So I usually start with the invocation on page 1, if anybody wants to follow along. Or you can just hear it. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Andeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalak Shri Guru Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raganatan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Padajana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gauda Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Welcome Karoti Vachalang Pongong Langkaite Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinataranam. Alright.
How many pieces are 4?
I think the program is supposed to start at 4:30.
Okay.
We have about an hour.
And
probably, they'll probably start with some kirtan, and usually I don't think there's much of a talk. Mm-hmm. So I think between 5 and 5:30 if he's... The only one I ever been to is the one I did. And I probably talked more, I think, than they normally would. Because they told me, like, we don't really have much of a class. So, anyway.
And devotee's supposed to be here, isn't it?
Yeah, from Columbus. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know. No later than 6. Alright, we're going to dive in 11:12. We're just here a little, and if anything comes up anytime...
What page is this?
466.
If anything comes up, we love discussions.
The bottom.
Alright. Divisurya sahasrasya bhavedyuga parutita Hariba sadrishi sasyad bhashastasya mahatmanaha. If hundreds of thousands of suns were to rise at once into the sky, their radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in that universal form. Purport. What Arjuna saw was indescribable, yet Sanjaya is trying to give a mental picture.
Where are we? You said 466?
Well, it's at the very bottom, and we're at the top of 467 now in the purport there.
Gotcha.
What Arjuna saw was indescribable, yet Sanjaya is trying to give a mental picture of that great revelation to Dhritarashtra. Neither Sanjaya nor Dhritarashtra was present, but Sanjaya, by the grace of Vyas, could see whatever happened. Thus he now compares the situation, as far as it can be understood, to an imaginable phenomenon, that is, thousands of suns. Tatraikastam jagat kritsnam pravibhaktam anekada apasya deva devasya sharire pandavastada. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Purport. The word tatra, there, is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see in the body of Krishna many thousands of planets. As we learn from Vedic scriptures, there are many universes and many planets. Some of them are made of earth, some are made of gold, some are made of jewels, some are very great, some are not so great, and so on. Sitting on his chariot, Arjuna could see all these, but no one could understand what was going on between Arjuna and Krishna. Can you imagine? They're sitting there and Arjuna's just like, starts like, whoa. He's like seeing the universal form and
He's like tripping.
So do you think it was like a trance state, or was it like you just saw it? Because Krishna said, "I give you divine eyes."
right.
I'm sure there are impersonalists who have been translated that who think that they means like the third eye or something.
Well, all I know is only Arjuna could see it.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
So I don't really know. I can't really say more than pretty much just what was described here. You know, because I sense what you're asking is like, you know, was it just internally he was seeing it, you know, or was it like actually like, you know, in Arjuna's reality, like, you know, everything manifested in front of him, like one of those planetariums or something, you know. But the way I understand it, it's not necessarily internal, but he actually is seeing, you know.
I trust that. I mean, if we don't know, I'll go with that.
We can look into it more later, because I'd like to also have concrete answer for that one. 14. Tatasa Vishmaya Vishto Hishtaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Kritanjalir Abhashata. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. Purport. Once the divine vision is revealed, the relationship between Krishna and Arjuna changes immediately. Before, Krishna and Arjuna had a relationship based on friendship, but here, after the revelation, Arjuna is offering obeisances with great respect, and with folded hands he is praying to Krishna. He is praising the universal form. Thus Arjuna's relationship becomes one of wonder rather than friendship. Great devotees see Krishna as the reservoir of all relationships. In the scriptures, there are 12 basic kinds of relationships mentioned, and all of them are present in Krishna. It is said that he is the ocean of all the relationships exchanged between two living entities, between the gods or between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Here Arjuna was inspired by the relationship of wonder, and in that wonder, although he was by nature very sober, calm, and quiet, he became ecstatic. His hair stood up, and he began to offer his obeisances unto the Supreme Lord with folded hands. He was not, of course, afraid. He was affected by the wonders of the Supreme Lord. The immediate context is wonder. His natural loving friendship was overwhelmed by wonder, and thus he reacted in this way.
So, thus Arjuna's relationship becomes one of wonder rather than friendship. Great devotees see Krishna as the reservoir of all relationships. It is said that he is the ocean of all the relationships exchanged between two living entities, between the gods or between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. So he's saying,
So can you give a purport to that? Sorry, I think you're about to. I wanted to ask you before you asked me.
So, every occurrence, every instance of action or non-action, I think even, whatever potentiality there is for any action or a non-action to happen in any relationship, you might be thinking of like what I'm saying right now. Krishna is the source of that thinking, and he's the ocean that is being pulled from for every single action and every word and every thought gesture. That's all I understood. I was going to ask you if that was like if you could expound on it.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's just exactly what you said. It's just explained in particularly in the context of relationships. Like a devotee is always seeing, like within his relationships, that somehow this is arranged by Krishna.
Krishna's arrangement, 100%. Yeah. I feel that way even with my karmi friends. It's like
There's
there's reason Krishna's doing that. I'm in relationship with you for him.
Exactly.
It's all bringing everyone closer. He's the plug, pretty much. He's like the sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without him, nothing is growing. Nothing is doing anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's like the water, the earth, the fire, the wind. He is the absolute most highest. Everything goes back to him. You know what I mean? 100%.
Definitely. Yeah, this is what Prabhupada's saying. This is how a devotee sees.
I like that.
This is how a devotee sees.
I've been saying it that way the last, I would say, week or two since I've been going to the morning program. I'm starting to see
It's definitely bona fide.
in everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Every reason he does this, or reason I have to do this, or go to this gym, or go to the material world. It's all like just going back to him in a way. So
Right.
There's a purpose for all of it.
Yeah, I was advised once, for me, that this was instructions from a devotee astrologer that was referring to my previous lives and my current life and what this current life is for me personally. And basically what they were saying was to find that to realize that there's no end goal to devotional service, but to realize and appreciate the forward spiritual motion, which is what you're talking about. Like just having that forward spiritual motion going towards Krishna.
I guess there is no end goal.
The end goal is devotional service.
Yeah. But you just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's not like, I did it now and I'm with Krishna now. I'm here. Let me kick my feet up and here, feed me grapes. And, you know what I mean? No, it's like just okay. Now you're there. Now you just keep going. Keep going. That'd be like advanced older devotees just giving up.
Right.
So you think Nicho and these older devotees are just, hey, I'm already close with Krishna. I'm good.
I'm done now.
I'm here. I'm where I need to be. I'm done now. I don't need to chant no more. I don't need it. No, they're still trying to increase their relationship with him as well and tighten up all their everything. You know what I mean? So
right.
I think that's awesome. That's a good one.
I had a profound experience of also what you're sharing in terms of like with your friends.
Yeah.
I had this experience in the last couple of years of I was in the temple for a very long time, and then I was kind of like back in my hometown, and then bumping into old friends from before I moved in the temple. And I was talking to them a little, and some were kind of favorable. That I still am who I am. Everybody knows what I do, and I don't really change it. I still be nice, and I'm just myself. But basically, I'm so kind of focused on what I'm doing that if we're really on opposite ends of the spectrum, we're just not really going to be hanging out. But if there's some kind of overlapping or something, then I can. So anyway, I came in contact with a friend And then somehow like two other friends showed up, and I was like praying to Krishna for some realization of like how, like I just had this really deep experience of because we were standing there in a circle outside just talking a little bit, and I had this really deep sense of like this is not our first time, our first life around. Like the same souls tend to kind of move together through different lifetimes, and exactly what you're saying. I was. There's a reason why, you know, I'm connected in Krishna consciousness, and they're attached to me as friends also. So it's like I'm praying that I can fulfill to what extent I can actually help them make progress towards Krishna, whatever that means.
100%. Even if it's just mentioning them to not eat meat, or you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
just to get any kind of association, I feel like is good.
Yeah, or just being like a supportive, good friend, because karmis really aren't that good of friends, to be honest. Okay, so where did we leave off?
You're probably gonna figure it out.
15.
Yeah.
15. Text 15. Arjuna vacha pashyami devang stava deva dehe sarvang stata bhuta vishesha sangan pramanamisham kamalashanastam rishikcha sarvan nuragangscha divyan. Arjuna said, "My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower, as well as Lord Shiva, and all the sages and divine serpents." Purport. Arjuna sees everything in the universe, therefore he sees Brahma, who is the first creature in the universe, and the celestial serpent upon which the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu lies in the lower regions of the universe. This snake bed is called Vasuki. There are also other snakes known as Vasuki. Arjuna can see from the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe on the lotus flower planet where Brahma, the first creature of the universe, resides. That means that from the beginning to the end, everything could be seen by Arjuna, who is sitting in one place on his chariot. This was possible by the grace of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Aneka bahu daravaktra netram pashyami tvam sarvatananta rupam antam na madhyam na punashta vadim pashyami vishveshvara vishvarupa. Well, I guess he's not doing it 3.
I know it's like 340.
Probably he knows we already did everything. The Lord, O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere, without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Purport. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and is unlimited. Thus, through him, everything could be seen. Garitanam garinam chakrinam cha tejorasim sarvata diptimantam pashyami tvam durnyadiksham samantad diptanalarka dyutim aprameyam. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Tvam aksharam paramam veditavyam tvam asya vishvasya param nidhanam tvam avyaya sashvata dharma gopta sanatanas tvam purusho mato me. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible, and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Anadimadyantam ananta viryam ananta bahum sasisurya netram pashyami tvam dipta hutasha vaktram swatejasa vishvamidam tapantam. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Purport. There is no limit to the extent of the 6 opulences of the Supreme. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, Krishna. Welcome home.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. We're just reading some Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, please continue.
Where was I?
Here and in many other places. Somewhere, maybe you're on the first sentence still.
Of 18?
19.
Sorry, thank you. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Purport. There is no limit to the extent of the 6 opulences of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here and in many other places there is repetition, but according to the scriptures, repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literary weakness. It is said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or of great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. That is not a flaw. Yava prativyoridam mantaram hi vyaptam tvayakena dashascha sarva jasvadvutam rupam ugram tavedam lokatrayam pravyatitam mahatman. Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O Great One, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Purport. Yav aprativyo, the space between heaven and earth, and lokatrayam, the 3 worlds, are significant words in this verse because it appears that not only did Arjuna see this universal form of the Lord, but others in other planetary systems saw it also. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. So that answers your question a little bit there, Prabhuji.
He was saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah. So like demigods, I guess?
Well, let me read it again. Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space in between. O Great One, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. Dyab aprativyaho, the space between heaven and earth, and lokatrayam, the 3 worlds, are significant words in this verse, because it appears that not only did Arjuna see this universal form of the Lord, but others in other planetary systems saw it also.
So that includes the material.
Yeah, higher planetary systems.
But could the people on the battlefield see it?
No. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. All whom the Lord endowed with divine vision, here's the answer to that question. All whom the Lord endowed with divine vision saw that universal form on the battlefield.
I see. So, but we don't really know who all.
No, I don't. Not unless it's mentioned directly here. Amihitvam sura sangavashanti kechid bita pranjalayo hrinanti svastit yudva maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tvam stuti bi pushkalabihi. Prabhuji, if there's anything we should do, we can spring into action. You can hear me?
Should I get up and help?
I'll ask.
Is there anything you need help with, Prabhu?
Yeah, Prabhu.
We're going to end here. Hare Krishna.
Abhay.
Abhay?
Abhay.
How do you spell?
Abhay.
Abhay. Okay. Abhay.